going live, I'm going live, I am live. And now I'm going to go put the link on our website. I hit delete, I hit link, I hit Control V, I hit enter, I hit edit, I hit settings, I hit open in new window, I hit update, and I hit update. Then I wait, and then I hit view page, and then I scroll down, and then I hit the link I just put in, and I wait for it to pop up, and there I am. And then I have run out of goofy faces to make, and then we wait until 3 more minutes, and then we will play Oh, It Ain't Gonna Rain No Mo, No Mo. Book 2. There it is. Okay, I'm going to turn my pedal on. That's what I didn't do in the last class. Bluetooth. Pedal is connected. It is not connected. How come it said it connected when it didn't connect? Bluetooth pedal, connecting, connected. Okay, now we'll go back. Bluetooth. Okay, now it looks like now we're in Gala. Now we're ready to go. Hey, I'm gonna go run grab a kombucha. So if you are walking in and you don't see anything, one, that's an upgrade, and two, I'll be right back. I really will have to cut out the intro to this one. Pretty rude to just walk away. Sure do have that light a weird angle. Maybe I'll fix that while I'm waiting for the crowds to come rushing in to learn Ain't Gonna Rain No Mo. All right, I'm gonna fix that light. There, there's nobody here. The problem with getting up is then you can see my pillow on this piano bench, because my piano bench was cheap and it hurts your butt to sit on it. All right, let's get going. It's 5:46, so it's time to get started. Hi, my name's Gary. I'm with the Denver Guitar Orchestra. I am going to teach you how to play Ain't Gonna Rain No More, Level 2 song from our Community Guitar Orchestra program. And, oh, there's Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? Oh, boy, Elizabeth, you put in the hours on this thing, don't you? Hopefully you and I are getting to be better. All right, so today is Ain't Gonna Rain No Mo. So first thing, double check you're tuned up. By the way, I always double check when I'm teaching this class. I always say, what's the phrase that pays? And they always say, Eddie 8 Dynamite Goodbye Eddie. And that's my goal for level 1. If they can do that, I've actually taught them everything they need to know to be a guitar player. Eddie 8 Dynamite Goodbye Eddie. Then we'll double check with posture, right? We want to make sure that our shoulders are soft, that the guitar is between our legs. If we put it on our legs this way and the guitar ends up horizontal, we just make life harder for ourselves. When you are performing at your first gig, you'll be standing up behind a microphone, and the guitar is going to fall into the position that my guitar is in right at the moment. So you might as well practice with it in that position at home too. So yeah, and just pretend you're getting ready for your first gig or your last gig, whatever. And so a nice steep angle on the neck, body up against my body, and then my thumb is going to be back here where you can't see it. This arm straight up and down right here. We don't, you'll notice when I'm getting out of control and doing a poor job, then I have a tendency to do this, and a lot of guitarists have a tendency to do that. So we want to do as much as possible to keep this nice and straight. When we get into our wonky bar chords, and I'm having to put quite a bit of pressure on there. We don't want to get way out here because it's going to make it harder. And so, keeping all of this part figured out will make the other parts easier to do and make your tone better, make your guitar sound better. So tuning, holding the guitar. Then at level 1, my main job is to teach you your 4 main chords, and then to also teach you how to read tablature. So when you walk into level 2 and you're at this stage of your career, I'm thinking, well, I should probably be able to rely on your ability to read tabs. Or if you're going into academic guitar, reading the standard notation and knowing where those dots, what those represent on your fretboard. And I unfortunately don't get to teach too many of those people, but I do get them every once in a while. If somebody that wants to really learn how to read the sheet music and really learn to do it without tablature, unless you're going into academic guitar, I don't see any benefit to ignoring tablature. But for some people, that's important. And then on this song, we have technically 3 chords, but really it's 2 chords. We have a D chord. And so make sure that your index finger's on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, middle finger's on the 1st fret, 1st string, 2nd fret, sorry, and then your ring finger reaches out, 3rd fret, 2nd string. Best if you just play 4, 3, 2, and 1, so just play 4 strings. If you hit that 5th string, perfectly fine. Okay. Don't hit the 6th string. Then, next chord that you have is A7. To get to A7 from D, index finger goes up 1, middle finger goes up 1, ring finger goes away. You can hit all, we prefer you to hit all 5 strings. Or you can hit the 6th string. Doesn't sound quite as settled in and official, so try to hit 5. Okay. Then notice it measures 7. You get, instead of an A7, it's going to switch to an A, so then you would bring up your middle and ring to cover that. Get a nice A chord out of that. You can also, when you go from D, you can prepare for that A chord coming by, instead of going from this D to this A7, when you just go these 2 guys up, you can actually bring him up and then bring in your ring finger, bring it back. This leaves this middle finger open. Get your A7, then when it's time, all you have to do is put that down. And you get an A chord. Okay? And then that's it. That's the only chords in the song, I'm pretty sure. And so that's what we're going to work on. We're going to go and sing this a couple times about this song. This is definitely, this song is supposed to be a fun song. And the original author, Wendell Hall wrote 50 verses to this. 50 50, and they're easily findable on the internet. About half of them are either wildly racist or wildly sexist or really inappropriate, and so eventually this song is going to have to leave the book and go away because I do want you to know I am aware of the checkered past of this song. The only reason it's here is because I adore on page 2 the additional lyrics, which are, "Oh, there ain't no bugs on me, no, there ain't no bugs on me. Some of you mugs got a lot of them bugs, but there ain't no bugs on me." I love that line. Love it. And then the lines that follow that are all about these bugs, and I think it's funny. So we emphasize the funny side of this song, and we'll ignore the other parts of the song. And it's really in here to help you get just comfortable playing A, D, and mixing in A7s and A's in the same song, and then get some more practice playing tablature. Okay, so let's play from the top. I'm going to sing and strum. Okay, if you are next level player, you are plucking this way or possibly arpeggiating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so that's would be a real pretty way to do that. Okay, what I'd like to do is I'd like to sing all the way down through measure 16. And then when we come back around, try a different strum pattern. So if you're just using your thumb, then maybe switch to your index finger and go up and down, or go to your claw and pluck four beats in each measure, or do something else. Find some other way to make this sound fun. Okay, from the top, D chords, please. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it ain't gonna rain no more, no more. Ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? Well, a peanut sat on a railroad track. Heart was all a flutter. Long came a train rolling around the track. To peanut butter. Oh, it ain't gonna rain no more, no more. Ain't gonna rain no more. So how in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? Oh, we had a goat down upon our farm, made up old tin cans. When it picked up its guts on a Friday night, out came Ford sedan. Oh, it ain't gonna rain no more, no more. Ain't gonna rain no more. So how in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? Goes fast. That's why there's 50 verses of it, because you can end up singing all of them in 10 minutes, and it's fun, right? Just to get a real jazzy, not a jazzy melody, but a bouncy melody. And the sillier, it's a great song to add your own lyrics to. Just cross out the ones that Wendell wrote, because Wendell clearly had issues, and put in your own lyrics. That's a fun thing to do. A lot of people don't know this song anymore, too. This was kind of well known when I was growing up, and I haven't heard it in decades now, and so I kind of like it. I think it's fun, especially those bugs. When you are working with a song like this, and you see additional lyrics, in this case, I actually put in the chords for them, but usually they don't. So musicians hate this, singers hate this, but book publishers like it because they don't have to spend an extra page or 10 trying to fit in all the lyrics into the actual sheet music. So they'll just put additional lyrics on at the end. Um, the thing about that is you normally don't have the chords embedded in the sheet music or in the lyrics, so you're not 100% sure where and when to make those chord changes, and that's where really listening. And when my dad gave me my first guitar, I was about 8 years old or so, and he said, "Here's an A chord, here's a D chord, here's a whatever chord." He probably should have told me 3 or 4 chords, and then he said, "You'll know when to change because you can feel it." Okay, and it's terrible advice, but in general, it's kind of true. Your body kind of is. You've been listening to music your whole life. You'll probably know when it's time to change the chords because all of a sudden you'll feel this moment coming. Oh, it ain't gonna rain no more, no more. Ain't gonna rain, no. And it feels like a chord change more. So how in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? So you get where you can go kind of feel that chord change coming. And these guys that you see, especially in bars with guitars, they can play all night long, never look at a piece of sheet music because they memorize all the lyrics to the songs, which are it's much easier to memorize lyrics than it is to memorize sheet music. Uh, and so they memorize all the words to the song, or at least how they're going to sing it, and then they can feel those chord changes coming up, and that's how they do it, by ear, by play by ear, which I don't believe in, but I do know that people do it. And so that's this business of feeling those chord changes. When you have additional lyrics, you almost have to do that because the additional lyrics may or may not line up note for note with the actual tablature or the sheet music, and so you're listening to the way the music is flowing to know when to change your chords. Let's see. My dad sang his own version. He was born in 1916. Isn't that something? 1916. Um, I think this is a fun song to write your own words to. I do like the concept of if it ain't gonna rain no mo, how in the heck am I gonna wash my neck? I think that's funny. I like that idea. But you could put any kind of lyrics to this song. It would be really a lot of fun to do. All right, so those are your chords on this one. Not much different from level one. D chord and an A chord are from level one. The only difference is sometimes you'll do an A7 with two fingers, index and ring, or sometimes you'll do it with index and middle. Either of those are acceptable. The only benefit of using your ring finger is that if you've got that, as we do in this case, we have an A chord coming in there, then you can just put your middle finger down, cover that up, and move on. But it's not the end of the world if you're using these two fingers that you got to make an adjustment. All right. Oh yeah, Elizabeth, 1916. A lot of people didn't have house showers. They didn't even have a shower. We complain that we are locked in our houses with, you know, takeout orders and internet and computers and Netflix, and they didn't even have a shower. So yeah, brutal. All right, let's play the melody. Again, you're coming out of level one. You know how to read tablature, probably not real smooth at it yet. And that's level two is designed to give you 20 songs that have really pleasant melodies with them, and for you to go through and practice all of them. So on night one of level two, I always give them the book and I say, this week I want you to play through every melody, and they look a little shocked and then they come back the next week and there's lots of questions the next week. So but being able to just read through these, pluck them out, and kind of get a sense of what the song is about. Go listen to every song in the program has an MP3 on the website, so you can go listen to the song a few times, make sure you know how it goes, and then play along. Not necessarily play along, but at least know how to play it. All right, let's give this song a try. I'm going to play. Ones are here. I don't think we have any ones. Let me double check. There are no ones. Okay, so we're going to play twos with our middle finger, three with our ring finger, and that's it. That's all every single note is either a two or a three, and so we'll be just fine just using those two fingers. When you have a situation like that and you felt like, well, it might be better if I go one and two here, that is a legitimate thing to do, to play in second position. So you put your one on the two and then your two on the three. That's a legitimate thing to do. But I think in the beginning, when you're just learning to read tablature, trying to get your speed up, trying to get your fluency up, just trying to create a more relaxed atmosphere for playing, you're probably better off living in first position so that you can get the practice in of running your middle finger and your ring finger on these songs. Okay? All right, let's give this a try. Third string, second fret, and then we're going to go to the second string, second fret, and then our ring finger is going to show up to get those threes. Okay? Not fast. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 0. Oh, 3, 3, 3, oh, 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 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, oh, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, oh. Oh, oh, 3, 3, 3, oh, 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 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, oh, 2, 3, 3. Let's go back and do it again. 2, 2, 2. Sorry, I missed my page turn. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, oh. Oh, 3, 3, 3, oh, 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 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, oh, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 0. Oh, oh, 3, 3, 3, oh, 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 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, oh, 2, 3. Okay, and notice if you're newer to reading sheet music, the first time I came through, I played into 16. That's your first repeat. And there's a little 1 next to the 16. That's your first repeat. The second time I came through, I did not play into 16 because that's my first repeat. I jumped over 16 and played 17, which is the second repeat. Okay. So there's a melody for you that's actually very pleasant. You only need to use these 2 fingers. You're working on practicing where you're hitting the right string, right? That's when I first started playing. That was a major, um, and um, and then of course if you're a next level player, be thinking about, can I use these 3 fingers and play the whole song with just whatever note I need to hit, and I do it this way. Should I do it with just 2 fingers and play those? Do I need to use 4 fingers and get all 4 of these fingers involved? Okay. Any of that is advanced level stuff. I don't know what advanced means, but next level stuff to keep your mind occupied. Okay. All right. Then at level 2, I start to really push playing tough acts. I want you to be comfy with it. I want you to know what it is. I want you to find a song out of level 2 or 2 that you like, and that you are going to start working on playing. And so let's walk through this whole entire song, every single thing in the tough acts. Make sure you know what's going on, and then you will go through and play it that way. Okay, so the first thing is, when in fingerstyle, the first chord is a D. I'm going to grab a D chord. Next thing I'm going to do is my first 2 notes are 2 and 2. Well, I'm already holding down this 2 by holding the D chord, but the next note's a 2, and I have a 3 on that string, so I'm going to have to bring him back to cover that. Okay, so I've got 2, 2, then my ring finger is going to go right back where it belongs, and I'm going to get a little strum here, 0, 2, 3. Now, this is controversial. Okay, I can do 0, 2, 3, and my thumb is going to rest on the first string so it doesn't accidentally go off. That's going to sound beautiful. It's going to sound great. But you can also play this song with a claw, and instead of strumming those, you can pluck them. Thumb, index, middle. Okay. Very different feeling to the quality of sound coming out of your guitar, but you'll find you want to do both. And sometimes, if you're going to repeat this 50 times, you probably end up doing some of these and some of these, right? The idea, again, is let's be as versatile as we can when we play through these songs, so that we can offer our audience a diverse view and lots of different textures as to how we're going to play this. So when you get to the first measure here, you've played your twos, and then you're going to either strum or pluck. Now notice I have not moved this at all, and I've played two full measures, and I'm barely going to have to move it on the measure 3. I'm going to have to move it a little bit. Okay, so I've been doing thumb. Maybe instead I want to play plex, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3. So that's your first line. When you get to that big A chord there at measure 4, jump over, grab your A chord. You got lots of choices. You can do all 5 strings down. You can grab 4 fingers and out of 5 strings, put your thumb on that A string. Look at that one. If you want to get fancy, you can roll it a little bit. You see a lot of classical guitar players doing that as a replacement for a strum. You can pluck them all, you can strum them all of those things are open to you. Okay, and then the next chord is identical. So now you're going to add either your ring finger here or your pinky finger, because you got 0, 2, 0, 2, 3. Add a couple more 3s. Lose that pinky. And 2 zeros. Again, not moving the chord at all. Now we're only going to play 4 strings of it. Now these 3 2s in a row here, you've got an open string right here, so we're going to have to add something to cover it up. So you can either put your ring finger up there, it's not doing anything, you can stick that in there, or you could just abandon this note and go cover it. Okay, that's what I usually do. In the middle of measure 8, you just got some decorative notes. That's going to show up a lot in fingerstyle arrangement. Just extra notes to fill up space so that we're not leaving the audience going, well, is he done? Okay. All right, so that's the beginning. Let's play through that. Just measures 1 through 8. 1, 2, 3. More or less. Okay, had a little cut up there in measure 7. Now we're going to move on, and we're going to move into measure 9, which is grab the D chord. All right, so we've got 0 on the 4th string. Okay, that's how we finish that little decorative idea. Now 2 2. Okay, then we got 0 2 3. 2 3, 0 2 3 again. 2 3s. The 2. A7. Find your best way to play that. The 2 zeros. Add your pinky. Lose your pinky. 2 zeros. Get a nice A7 here. Add the 2. You're not holding it down. You got to add it. Okay, and then change which strings you're on to get kind of basically into an A position. Not basically, exactly into an A position. At measure 15, play 3 strings. Play the A chord with nothing on the bottom. add your ring finger, and then go to a D chord. Okay. And the music is interesting because you've got an eighth note to start the measure. So it's to peanut butter, okay. Out came Ford's dance. So in this case, this one line, you get butter. But when the second time it comes through, you just get Dan's. Okay, so it's not quite as complicated. Okay, so that's everything we played. The second time through, instead of going into measure 16, you're going to go into 17 and finish up with. Okay. And I was specific on this arrangement. When you get to 17, if you're plucking, chord at the end, a strum chord at the end. That's what that little wiggly is for. If you are already doing wigglies, then you don't need to worry about it. But for some reason, I felt it was important to have you do a strum on measure 18, and so there it is. That's part of your sheet music. Let's play this whole song, and then let's go have dinner. Okay, from the top, D chord. 1, 2, 3. Don't you hate it when the very first note is wrong? Let's start again. 1, 2, 3. Play it one more time to the top. Always hold on to the chord at the end and let the guitar completely ring out. If you're sick of listening to it, stop it first before you take this hand off, so that it's just a more professional way to end things. You of course can do this song. We did it twice, but you can do it 50 times. Okay. Elizabeth asks, I bet they drank moonshine after 50 verses. Yeah, I'm ready to drink moonshine after 2 verses. I can't imagine 50. I did in my binder, I carry around the other 48 verses. And every time I look through there, I find another one that's like, oh my God, that is so wrong. Yeah, I think probably this song is going to get replaced with one of the songs of old Mexico that I've been working on with the ukulele crew. So I like this song a lot, but some of these songs you get concerned to have just kind of a too checkered of a past to really continue to put them out there. So I don't know, maybe I'll keep it, maybe not, who knows. I really want to get rid of a couple other ones too because they're driving me crazy. But this one's iffy in terms of moral turpitude. So anyway, hope you guys. Hope well, it looks like Elizabeth and somebody sneaking in over there. Hope you had. Hope you learned something. I hope you had a nice evening. Um, Bugs are still out there, so stay inside. Tomorrow, we will be playing with the Denver Guitar Orchestra Level 3. Tomorrow's Amazing Grace. That is a beautiful song, and it'll be really fun to play. And we'll tackle it and make it as beautiful as we possibly can. I like to make a joke that when you get asked to play a funeral as a guitar player, you're probably going to be playing Amazing Grace. So it's a really good one to get your professional career off the ground with. Make a really beautiful version of Amazing Grace, and I'll give it to you tomorrow. And then Saturday and Sunday we'll take off this week, and then starting next week on Monday, this workshop will be moved to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. We'll do level 1 on Monday, level 2 on Tuesday, level 3 on Wednesday. Thursday nights, we're going to have a one song concert. So the song of the week will be that. And then on Fridays, we'll probably work on the song for the following week. So that's my plan anyway. We'll see how that goes. And then I think, what was I thinking important? I was thinking an important thought. I don't remember what my important thought was. So apparently it wasn't that important. You have a wonderful night, everybody. Elizabeth, thanks for being here. And I will see all of you hopefully tomorrow for the end of the 5:45 classes. And then next week we'll start with more complicated stuff. Oh, I know what I was going to say. If you're not on the email list, go to denverguitarorchestra.com. Get on the email list so that I can send you stuff going on. I put out a ton of really nice music, and I put out... fun stuff going on around town and all that. So bugs you a little bit, but you can delete it if you don't like getting it, and you can always unsubscribe. And yeah, so that's that. So have a wonderful night. You guys have a thanks for Elizabeth. Thanks for being here. I will see all of you hopefully tomorrow, and have a great night.